Hey guys, what's up? It's Frank here from Altcoin Buzz, and today we're going to go over 10 low-cap altcoins which could potentially make you very rich over the coming months. So obviously these are high risk, high reward investments. They are very volatile. They can move in very large percentages, but that's what makes them so attractive, right? So I myself am a big low cap investor. I try to play the hype cycles as much as I can. I've actually already made quite a bit of profit from some of these, buying them close to the bottom, selling close to the top, and actually I've been buying back some of them recently. So in this video, we're going to go over what those 10 low cap altcoins are. We have been covering the updates for all of these coins apart from one on the channel on a regular basis and intend to continue doing so. FYI guys, we are not paid by any of these projects to cover them. We cover them because we've done due diligence on them, because we are personally invested in many of them, and because we think they have a good shot compared to other low cap altcoins in the market. And be sure to stick around until the end of the video for one cryptocurrency which we have not talked about at all yet on the channel, but which, if successful, could prove to have massive gains, and it's something I'm particularly interested in. So stick around till the end of the video for that cryptocurrency. If you enjoy this content and want to see more of it, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification button, as it really helps to support the channel. Before I get started, I just want to let you know that I am not a financial advisor and that trading and investing presents financial risks. Now guys, you might be wondering why I'm recommending to buy low cap altcoins when I was so bearish on the market yesterday. And unfortunately, I still am bearish in the short to medium term. But the fact of the matter is that I'm a trader as well as an investor. I don't just trade. I don't get out of crypto completely. And as I mentioned in the comments here, someone asked me, they said, yeah, why are you selling? Your video isn't going to bring the market down anyway. Something like that. I'm like, guys, I'm going to lose money if the market goes down because I'm invested in the market. I enter these trades to try and dampen that loss on the market. But the fact of the matter is that I have been scooping up some of these low caps because they have retraced significantly. And I think that a couple of these especially are likely to move over the coming week because they have major updates, major things happening for them at the very end of this month. So stick around till the end of the video to find out what those low caps are. So number one on our list is SafeHaven, otherwise known as SHA. This is currently trading at 0.024 cents. It has a market cap of just $11 million, ranks in 350th place. Now SafeHaven, if you ask me, is kind of one of the safest bets with these altcoins. They have a whole range of products, and you can see here that although they had a pump and dump, so to speak, they are now currently resting at this price at which we resisted for several weeks back in March 2019. So it's reasonable to assume that this might act as some sort of support, and right now at least we have not broken through it. And again, I say it's one of the safer calls because they have so many things going on: Inherity, SafeKey, Trust Alliance, Thor Block, and in brief, they are building financial, asset management, and inheritance solutions on the blockchain. All very important, very critical things. They are definitely one of the lead players in this industry in terms of these inheritance and financial asset management solutions. So we actually recommended SafeHaven long before they made this pump. And you know, now that they've dumped, now that people are not so excited anymore because it's dumped a lot, now is usually the kind of time to get in. And again, even though it may fall another 20, 30, even 40 or 50%, you know, if this does a 10x from here, that's absolutely huge. And I certainly have some SafeHaven, full disclaimer. And I'll be looking to add more potentially over the coming days or weeks. Also, quick FYI, Logino Dujardin just finished my interview with Leah Heilburn for Altcoin Buzz IO, and I just realized that I mentioned something that I was not supposed to go public in the first weeks, but hey, you all have to listen to it and find out what that was. So this interview will go live in a couple days now, I imagine, so that could be something to watch out for. The second coin on our list is Effect.AI, EFX, currently trading at 0.04 cents, market cap of 9.2 million, ranks 382nd. In terms of price action, there was also a major pump here and a very quick, rapid dump here. It was pretty scary on the way down. I mean, I actually sold a little bit at the top, but then I bought back again sort of halfway through this. So I'm kind of back to the similar starting point where I was when I first entered this. It is a bit scary to see it come down so hard and so fast. But of course, this is the nature of these low cap coins. You know, they go up a hell of a lot and then they come down quite fast and quite hard. So it's really much more about the fundamentals than it is about the TA. That being said, if you were looking for a good price to get in, it might be at this 0.025 to sort of $0.03 level, because we did spend a lot of time around this price range in the past. We have not quite reached that level yet. In any case, Effect.AI is the perfect combination of human and machine, helping data science teams succeed with structuring data and the deployment of AI automation. So they have a pretty cool platform where you can provide services to help people create solutions for artificial intelligence and then get paid in Effect.AI tokens, in EFX tokens. We have been closely following their updates and will continue to do so for the foreseeable future. In terms of updates, here they have their weekly update thread from September 20th. They have an interview, a podcast, a DAO blog series, and of course, guys, don't forget they have a partnership with Ivan on Tech. He has a great YouTube channel, so obviously he's supporting them. Always a great sign to have some reputable names supporting you. So I see positive things for EFX moving forward. It would be nice to see more trading volume, to see some market makers come in to make this sort of less volatile. But in any case, in terms of fundamentals, it seems solid. Now the next on our list is Ethverse, ETHV, currently trading at 0.33 cents with a market cap of 2.7 million, ranks in 623rd place. I actually took some profits today with this pump because I bought in at 0.27 cents just recently. But again, I'm still holding a decent position of this because there's still potential for it to move a lot more. If we look at the price history, you can see that it's actually been tanking pretty hard for the past month, and we've just had this big spike now. Is this the beginning of a new bull trend? Possibly, but in any case, again, it's come down a lot in value since the last hype cycle. It is possible that we will enter a new hype cycle, especially if Ethereum starts bottoming or starts seeing new highs. And for those of you who don't know, Ethverse is a virtual world owned by its users, powered by Ethereum, and it's built on the top of Minecraft. So Ethverse is where Minecraft meets Ethereum. Ethverse is an open, interactive, and decentralized virtual universe built using the Minecraft gaming engine and Ethereum blockchain. Ethverse users own and trade land and assets within the world. Ethverse allows users to engage in immersive experiences and monetize assets and services. So basically, you can own assets in Minecraft, and then you can, like for example, land, and then you can even rent out that land potentially. So it's pretty exciting, and you know, we're waiting for it to launch. Obviously, it hasn't launched yet, but once they announce the launch, the upcoming launch, then it's likely to enter a new hype cycle. Now, number 4 on our list is Uptrennd, or 1UP, currently trading at $0.01, market cap of 2.39 million. Ranks in 657th place. Now, we of course have covered Uptrennd a lot in the news. They had this massive pump and unfortunately this massive dump thereafter. Again, this is very common with these low caps. People get very excited. It doesn't take a lot of money to move the market, and then you don't have long-term holders. Unfortunately, it's mostly based on speculation and hype. However, Uptrennd have a lot of good things going on. They have this roadmap. In October, they will have on-platform staking, which begins. Android beta app goes live, mass marketing and micro-influencer onboarding campaigns begin, and more major exchange listings. So definitely things to look forward to in terms of Uptrennd. And you know, you do see that it has potential for massive pumps. And in general, the fundamentals look solid. Jeff Kerdakis, of course, is the founder of Uptrennd. We have interviewed him on the channel. He started TrustSwap, which has done very well since we started talking about it. So we have every reason to believe that Uptrennd is a good contender among the thousands of altcoins out there. And for those of you who didn't know, Uptrennd is social media that puts you first, data privacy, freedom of speech, and distribution of wealth. And you get paid to write content and also simply to engage on uptrennd.com. So it's similar to Hive. You post content and you get paid for it. Just FYI, I don't hold any 1UP, but I know that our founder Shash has quite a decent stack of 1UP tokens. Now, next on our list is Fuse Network Token, FUSE. I hold a bunch of Fuse. A couple more people on our team hold Fuse. This is currently trading at $0.012. It doesn't actually rank yet in terms of market cap because they haven't calculated the circulating supply, at least CoinGecko hasn't. But I can tell you that this is still very early on. The price has been slowly, steadily rising since it launched here in January 2020. It's actually a pretty impressive trend considering, you know, the big dumps that we've had in the market. But that being said, the trading volume is very low. Currently, well, yeah, you can see the 2% depth is only $822. So if you want to sell more than $1,000 worth, you're going to already move the price by 2%. So they need to add liquidity. But, you know, I've been talking with them on Telegram. I think there's a lot of potential for Fuse. Of course, now let's look at what they actually do. Fuse is turning communities into thriving economies. They are allowing companies and communities to enable secure and frictionless mobile payments with ease. So basically, if you have any sort of community, you can very quickly and easily launch a whole economy for that community and enable these frictionless payments. We will be covering Fuse quite a bit more in the coming weeks and months as they have many updates coming. And you can feel free to follow them at Fuse_network on Twitter. Next on our list is a very new coin called Linear or LINA, currently trading at $0.018. Market cap also unknown because they don't have the circulating supply yet. But this is a very new coin, Linear Finance. So in terms of price action, you really can't say anything. It's only been here for a few days, really. But Linear Finance is a cross-chain compatible decentralized Delta One asset protocol. Create, manage, and trade exposures seamlessly and instantly with unlimited liquidity. So this is a very exciting concept for me. I'm very much into the whole decentralized exchange idea. And I think this is going to be a massive market. I made a video about this in the past. So I think it's very exciting to see what they can do. Of course, it's all very, very early on. But as you can see here, you would be able to trade crude oil, coffee, market indices. It would be involved with esports and sustainability, ESG. So obviously we don't have time to go over all the details, but this is one project that you might want to look into. Next, we have Falconswap. This is one I'm particularly excited about. They've had a lot of updates recently, partnerships with several other projects. Of course, the developers are anonymous. It's always a bit concerning. But they launch at the end of this month. They, of course, want to decrease fees for Uniswap traders. And you can see that we had a nice pump which started on the 17th of September. The price more than doubled. And now we've had a retracement. I personally think that we will see another move up before the end of the month. Of course, I'm holding Falconswap tokens. So it's very often to see the price rise as there's speculation before the product launches. That being said, I'm also interested in keeping some Falconswap because it would be useful for trading on Uniswap if this thing really launches and really is successful. So Falconswap currently in almost 400th place with a market cap of $7.8 million. Now Unitrade is in a very similar position. They also claim to be launching their product with which you can execute limit orders, so you can actually see the order book. And this is very exciting for me as a trader because oftentimes I want to create an order for a coin, but I don't want to buy at the current price. I want to buy if it falls by, for example, 20%. And if that happens overnight, then this would be a great way to do it using Unitrade. Again, it's all speculation. They have not launched yet, but this is how you make the big gains, is you take these higher risks that these things might not work out. And then, you know, if they do, you can make a lot of money. So this currently ranks in 248th place with a market cap of $22 million, currently trading at $0.819. And of course, this had a massive pump earlier this month. There was a lot of hype going on about it. And right now, you know, we saw a small pump recently, and it's also retraced, very similar to Falconswap. So I wouldn't be surprised if both of these do well over the coming week or so. But again, it's high risk. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if they're going to launch, if they're going to have delays. But of course, I'm holding trade. I think that it's worth the risk in my personal opinion. Now, coming on number 9 of our list of top 10 altcoins to look out for in this market is VIDT Datalink with the ticker VIDT. It's It's currently trading at $0.37 with a market cap of 17.5 million, ranking in 282nd place. It's got a lot of volume, $2.9 million, partly because, of course, it trades on one of the most major exchanges, which is KuCoin. Now, just like all the other low caps we've been discussing, there has been a huge retracement, which you can view as a bad thing, but really this just offers opportunity to get in at a massively discounted price if you believe in the fundamentals. We think this project is a solid one. I don't think that Shash owns any of these tokens. I don't. You know, there's a lot of tokens on the market. We already own quite a few. We can't get into everything, but we were alerted about this project, I think about a month or two ago, and we've been covering some of their updates since. So VID makes any digital file verifiable. The VIDT API enables organizations to protect their digital data against fraud and manipulation. So they've had a number of successes recently in terms of clients using VIDT. And just recently, Effect.AI, who we mentioned, of course, in this video, and VIDT Datalink will be securing digital integrity in the areas of task reports and accountability, certificates of skills, and use case specific anchoring for their clients. In addition to that, they had a recent update here on September 19th, another big luxury watch project coming up, this time with a different partner and some promising next level technology. So it seems like they've had a lot of good news in the past. They have recent good news. There's no reason not to believe that this has solid potential moving forward. And now, of course, we come to our last token, which is DegenVC, DGVC. Now, guys, I only discovered this last week when it was trending on CoinGecko. I spent a few hours talking to the team and looking at their website, their previous AMAs. They don't yet have a white paper, but the team seems quite experienced. First of all, they're not anonymous, which I like. You can see their faces and their names here. You can see them on LinkedIn. So the reason why I find them particularly interesting is that they're trying to replace VCs. So of course, venture capitalists have a bad reputation. You know, they get in early in these projects and then they just dump pretty much. They don't usually support the project long term. So what they want to do is they want to enable even the smaller investors to take advantage of these new projects. So how it works is that you add liquidity, you add DGVC and Ethereum on Uniswap to this Uniswap pair DGVC ETH. And then when they get involved with new projects, then you get airdrops of these tokens from these new projects just by being a liquidity provider for DGVC/ETH. So we think it's an interesting idea. We have not done a lot of due diligence on it. I don't currently own any DGVC, but I'm very interested in hearing about future updates. And of course, just recently, there's an exciting development and we will share the full hackathon tour very soon. So basically, 40,000 developers will be invited to create these pure launches. So feel free to check out the website degen.vc to see what this is all about. We find it pretty exciting. We're looking forward to doing more research on this and potentially giving you guys more updates about what they are doing moving forward. All right, guys, that's been it from me. Just keep in mind that low cap altcoin investing is not something which you should take on lightly. You know, it's not like you buy it and then you just hold it for years and hope everything works out. This is a very fast moving industry, and especially with these low caps, you know, they have a lot of updates. Things move very quickly. You know, you have these hype cycles, and you really should, in my opinion, take advantage of them. With Falconswap, for example, I sold a lot of my Falconswap near the top of this hype cycle. I sold at $0.4, I sold at $0.5. It just seemed like it was going up much too fast, much too quickly. Of course, I didn't sell everything, but because I sold a lot up there, I managed to also buy back a lot when it was pretty much at the bottom. And yeah, it's a high risk, high reward thing. You know, you don't want to invest more than you can afford to lose. You want to know what your personality is. If you're not comfortable losing a lot, then don't get into this. But also be aware that if you don't know much about these projects, if you don't do your own research, if you don't believe in it, then you're likely to make mistakes such as selling too soon or selling when you have a small loss. You know, you really want to have faith that whatever you're getting into has, you know, a good chance of having a great success. And that will enable you to hold to make these massive gains. So guys, with that being said, comment down below which of these tokens you like or which you are invested in, which you have sold, or which other new tokens you think that we should look into. And with that being said, guys, I will see you in the next one.